you can tell just the frustration from both of them this past season with the lack of maturity and leadership. And, what he said about that, Nate Oates, was one of the biggest things that I took away from last night's post-game press conference. Just you're talking about, like you said, building leaders, and that's an area where he thinks he somewhat failed this team because they did have really strong leadership last year with Herb Jones. Even guys like John Petty and Alex Reese, other seniors, Jordan Bruner coming in as a grad transfer, they spoke up, and you knew that those guys weren't going to be here this season, and you got to get other guys ready to do that. He talked about players like James Rojas, who you can tell is kind of that spark plug for this team, but other guys, it's just when things aren't going well, they hang their heads and their play drops off, and that wasn't the case with a guy like Herb Jones and some of those other guys on last year's team. So yeah, when you look at his comments from last night, that one was one of the most glaring ones to me. Is just this deep into the season, that's still an issue, and it's a realization that Nate has that's been an inefficiency not only from his roster but from himself as a head coach.